guys, and welcome back to the Hot Tea channel, where we spill tea left, right, and everywhere in between. Logan Paul delivered what he promised and had baby brother Jake Paul on the Impulsive podcast this week, and also as promised, Andrew Tate was very much mentioned.
And I want to go more in depth about me versus Andrew Tate.
Wow.
But
what you mean you versus Andrew Tate? Because
no, I'm not saying a fight. I'm saying like our back and forth. He talks shit about me and like.
Well, I think I can safely say that the majority of us were hoping for a little bit more than just a convo between Jake and Andrew, but hope is not lost, as it seems that Logan might be down to throw down with the big Taint.
Jake, I know he's been talking shit about you, bro.
Yeah.
But with your blessing, can I beat the shit out of Andrew fucking Tate?
100%. 100%.
Will you let me do that for you?
100%, yeah.
Jake seems to see what Andrew Tate is for, well, exactly what he is. Basically a flavor of the week who is ruffling feathers to get attention and views.
Giving him exactly what he wants, and he's sitting there smiling, making millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars.
He followed me up until last week. He was a fanboy. Look at this message. It says, accept message request from Andrew Tate.
Well, what if it was like, yo, bitch, like when I see you in
No, but
Romania.
then why would he unsend it? Andrew, if my brother doesn't fuck you up, I will.
There it is, a possible fight between Jake Paul and Andrew Tate after all. Maybe there's space for both Paul brothers to fight Andrew in their own ways. Imagine Jake and Andrew in the boxing ring, but then Logan and Andrew in the wrestling ring.
He loses. He will lose to one of us, either one of us that he fights. He will lose in his whole shtick, and all the women will be like, yeah, and like his whole shtick goes out the window.
I think Jake makes a very good point there. If Andrew feels that something as masculine and alpha as a boxing match, he will lose major incel points and have to face his audience with some type of excuse as to why he isn't the best, right? So he's not going to expose himself to the possibility of embarrassment. He will come up with some other excuse as to why he won't fight him.
He runs with this whole thing like, what color is your Bugatti? It's not cool to tell kids that they need a Bugatti to be cool. My Bugatti that I have is in a Morgan Stanley bank account, compounding interest.
Apparently, Andrew Tate has once said that he doesn't hold any ill will for Jake Paul, but would still, and I quote, kick the ever-living shit out of him. When Jake initially was asked about a possible fight between himself and Andrew, Jake said he didn't even know who that was. Now, that could have been some Jake-flavored humor, or possibly he really didn't know who he was, but nonetheless, Jake now knows exactly who Andrew Tate is and has plenty to say about him and his fans.
They're pissed off at girls because they've never gotten laid, and they think by being this alpha male and copying this douchebag who wears giant fucking aviators, Andrew Tate's fans are all virgins.
Who knows if an actual professional fight will come out of this, but I'm wondering if the silence on Andrew's side is saying anything. There could be a few reasons for that though. One being that maybe there is a fight in the works and he's not allowed to talk about it. Another could be that he's simply being polite and doesn't want to talk shit. But I find that highly improbable. Seeing as how Andrew likes to talk a lot about a lot, staying more quiet on this could also be an indication that he doesn't actually think he would win. What do you guys think about this one? Tate versus Paul, who's winning? Who are you putting your money on? I'll be having a little scroll through those comments later, partially to get an idea of the opinions on that fight, but also partially to enjoy being called a bitch by Andrew Tate fans. While Jake was on the Impulsive podcast, a blast from the past was brought up in ways of a prior Paul brother beef.
Fuck my girlfriend, like, like, bro, get the fuck over it. Like,
Holy
he fake gave me a Lamborghini, but then I fucked his girlfriend. Like,
she wasn't your girlfriend.
it was a gray area.
The Jake Paul versus Alyssa Violet and Logan Paul era was a different time on the internet, full of terrible diss tracks and truths uploaded every 10 minutes.
I'm sorry for all the torment I put you through in front of the entire internet,
It's okay.
including with your love interests and your friends. And, you know, one day I will make it up to you in a big way. I don't know how yet.
Since we're on the topic of Jake Paul, he is on some brand new shit and just uploaded a YouTube video this week mentioning a big announcement. Actually, he calls it the most important announcement of his life. Jake has launched a new company and will now be basically hosting a sports show and will be interviewing players in a new way. He says that the old hosts on the old shows are washed up and are too controlled by whatever contract they are attached to really enjoy reporting on whatever sport they are reporting on. So Jake intends to take over the industry by working out with the players, amongst other activities, and asking questions that people really want to know about.
BS with Jake Paul will become the biggest sports show in the fucking world. To Stephen A. Smith, Pat McAfee, Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp. I respect what you guys are doing and what you've done for the sports industry, but there's a new sheriff in town.
In addition to the sports show, there will also be a new betting app that he's all excited about. In some other news, Tana Mongeau and Jeff Wittek recapped their appearance on the H3 podcast this week, and it seems that the two of them not only had a good time, but also feel that it was an all-round enjoyable experience, despite the concern of the past being brought up.
I never thought that we, like, all of us sitting there with Ethan Klein was like, I kept like disassociating.
He started bringing up the old shit that
And I was like,
you guys
oh,
beefed
right,
about.
this motherfucker hating. And then but I also, to be fair, was just dying. I was like actually dying.
Jeff says that they had serious things to address and they weren't in a goofy mood, hence the rather tense air that was present throughout the collab.
I was dreading that. Like, a lot of people were messaging me like, don't go on the show. Like, what's wrong with you?
Really?
Well, I had regretted that interview for a long time. And
Yeah.
I felt like it was a good thing. He's been one of the people that actually had empathy and helped me understand my situation.
Tana recognizes that her beef with Ethan Klein wasn't really a beef and was nowhere near as serious as Jeff's situation with Ethan in the past. The morning of the Jeff FM/H3 podcast collaboration, Mike Malak was apparently pretty nervous and seemed to almost be regretting agreeing to go on the H3 show. This is likely because it's no secret that Ethan really doesn't hold back when he has guests on and will call out controversial issues, as well as the fact that the H3 following can be ruthless.
And I
Did you
love
learn
that for you.
about me from that?
I did. I love seeing you in elements like that, though. It was great.
It's different, huh?
Yeah.
Just continuing with my theory that there are feelings more than just friendship between these two, I simply just feel a spark when they talk to each other. It seems some of you agree with that idea as well. And one thing that had me wondering was Tana attending David Dobrik's recent birthday party.
I was at Dobrik's birthday the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Sorry to cross enemy
I
lines.
appreciate the honesty. What made you think it was
But,
okay to go over there?
You just went to a wedding that he was at.
He was at the wedding
How
with
was
the,
that?
with the whole vlog squad.
Jeff bumping into the vlog squad at a social event is something that I would love to be a fly on the wall for.
I didn't know he would be there.
Do you talk to all of them or except
I
for
talked to
Dave?
Jason. I was pissed at them when they put that podcast out. Like, I was pissed at Jason for allowing all that to go down and like, backing him up.
And just FYI, during this episode of Jeff FM, Jeff mentions that he would have loved to take Tana as a date. Just saying, this could be a cute couple. Although considering that Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian just split up and Tana has mentioned numerous times in the past that Pete is her dream guy, maybe she'll shoot her shot there. David obviously knows that Tana and Jeff are really close now, but Tana reckons that he doesn't care at all.
He doesn't bring it up. It's David. You know, he's not going to be like, so your podcast, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he runs from anything real.
Tana was sober for over 30 days. I saw in a recent Instagram story that she's back on the booze now, but during that sober time, she was actually working really hard and making appearances on multiple podcasts and actually showing up on time. You might remember that we talked a little about Tana's appearance on the BFFs podcast. Well, maybe some subtle shade thrown at Brie Chicken Fry by Tana here.
But I feel like all the other podcasts just ask me the same generic shit. You know what I mean?
Like Smash or Pass?
Smash or pass? Do you miss Jake Paul?
Smash
Tell
or
us about
pass?
Dizzy. How much did you make on OnlyFans?
Did you ever miss Jake?
Yeah, do you ever like lay in bed and just think about him?
But since Tana has been working so hard to not be tardy or bail on any appearances, it seems maybe she's missing being cancelled. Recently, Addison Rae was slammed for wearing a bikini in an Adidas campaign and had people coming for her being, quote, blasphemous. Well, Tana, ever the trendsetter, actually did it first.
I wore this bikini on my Instagram grid a couple
nobody
months
said
prior.
anything.
Yeah, so I'm fucking irrelevant.
Tana also throws a quick dig at Addison Rae's dad.
Steven thinks, oh, I got 1 million followers on TikTok, which everybody has. Everyone has 1 million followers on TikTok. He was like, I can
You hear
fucking,
that,
I
Monty
get the
Lopez?
bed. And Kyle's like, yo, oh, nice. We're getting right at Addison Rae's dad. There we go.
Speaking of Monty Lopez, there is a full-blown beef happening between him and Tana now, and honestly, someone needs to calm Monty the fuck down. Since our coverage of Young Gravy setting up to date Sherry and Cole, Addison Rae's mum and Monty's ex, Monty Lopez has only gone and decided to use this opportunity to try and get some clout.
Is that
Do have a thing to know. Moms need love,
Only
underserviced
a
community.
boxing match.
Yeah, that's right. And how the
This
stuff with
is
Addison
only
Rae's
a
mom
boxing
came
match.
about. Is that real or is that a
Young
meme?
Gravy,
It's real.
this
Really
is
real.
only
It's real.
a boxing
She's
match.
recently single. We're going on a date soon. The only thing is that she lives in Louisiana.
Monty is acting his mental age and posting all over TikTok in an attempt to get Young Gravy's attention and a possible boxing match out of it. He's even tagging Jake Paul, Austin McBroom, Josh Richards, Bryce Hall, the BFFs podcast, and Def Noodles. I mean, you have to be pretty unaware of your irrelevance to literally be tagging drama channels, no? I mean, look at this guy. It's giving tired and aged Ronnie. Obviously, this is a desperate grab for attention, and Monty Lopez really just continues to embarrass himself literally on a daily basis at this point.
Sherry, can you come out tonight?
I can't even tell if his ego is really bruised or not. I honestly feel like he genuinely just loves the attention. He doesn't seem authentically mad. He has a subtle smirk in all of these TikToks, and remember how he literally cheated on Jerry like 10 minutes ago? Like, not just a one-night stand kind of cheating, like a full-blown, serious-ass queen to my empire type of cheating. I am actually cringing from the inside out. I am for real gonna pass away from this cringe. I cannot look at this man. But since he's been just out there trying to call out Young Gravy, Tana Mojo commented on a recent TikTok saying, "I'm calling the police." To which Monty responded, "About your body count?" He didn't just stop there. He took this further by saying, "Tana Mojo, be honest, is it over 300? Well, Tana is no longer holding back from what she has to say about Monty.
But y'all have obviously seen the paparazzi videos of him stalking me down for a selfie. And I'm getting tired of the incessant FaceTimes and texts like these. And I think all of my young friends are very tired of him acting like this. So Monty, my dear, if you want war, so be it.
This might be a lot more than just a funny back and forth on the internet, as Tana mentioned something a bit more sinister than just embarrassing TikToks by Monty.
Especially when I've seen him put so many things up his nose at several teenage events. And I actually remember having to back you off a couple of my friends inside of houses, in bedrooms, because they were scared.
A full can of worms has been opened now, and Tana doesn't seem like the type to stop once she starts going.
So I'm gonna go bathe and worry about my body count. But see you in court or jail.
Also, can I just say, did anyone else notice who Tana was FaceTiming during this? I'm just saying, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, maybe the duck's in love. It's happening. Anyways, Tana mentioned in that lengthy TikTok calling Monty out that there are receipts and she will be following up. So I guess we're in this one for the long haul. Anyways guys, that's actually going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the Hot Tea channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new uploads. For now, you've earned it, I bleach.